Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin. Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Not so tricky after all, Merlin. A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Our meet and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Revelio. The door is looking at us.
Clever. Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward. Revelio.
I still can't believe we're inside
Revelio.
a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Accio. Revelio. I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
I don't see myself doing this sort. What's going on out there?
Mr. Dallas.
Where have those plans gone? I had schematics in my hand a moment ago.
We're being watched.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
Get us through here safely, at least. You have my word. Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Revelio. Let's take a look around, Armit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. That's the last loyalist. Unfortunately, imagine most goblins were brilliant and kind. Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building? A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it
Revelio.
out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Revelio. Revelio. Petrificus totalis. Who's that? No! Confringo. Revelio. Revelio.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. 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 Accio. Revelio. Depulso. Accio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio.
Devil's snare.
Lumos.
Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio. Revelio. Petrificus totalis.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
I won't rest. Was that your best?
Leviosa. Stupid one. Expelliarmus.
I won't rest.
Confringo. Bombarda. Stupid one. Expelliarmus.
Almost. I won't rest.
Confringo.
No! Send her.
Revelio.
Many of them are there.
That should be the last of them I'll meet. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Compulso. Revelio. Accio. Compulso. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. I think I've found all the plans. I'd best keep looking. Revelio. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. 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 Accio. Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. Accio.
My breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch. when I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it. But I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
I know what that means. Merlin trial. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Confringo. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis and the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
We're close to a breakthrough.
No one.
Revelio.
Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
What was that? So I'm not alone.
Triptych Totalis.
Hello? Overeat.
Expelliarmus!
Put me on the ground now!
Confringo! Revelio!
We must remain unseen.
Revelio. Revelio.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
I could fall dead asleep on my feet, I could. I didn't touch your helm. Not quiet enough. It's almost too easy. I won't rest.
Imperio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy. Descendo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Revelio. Revelio. Descendo.
Silent as a grave.
For better or for worse, we're in.
Totalis.
inside looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported.
Bombarda! Confringo! Revelio! I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
How nice of you to stop by.
Confringo! Bombarda! Expelliarmus!
How many Ranrock's lawyers?
Revelio. Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Revelio. Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs. Any number of endearing words.
Revelio. Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio. Reparo.
That bridge has seen better days.
Confringo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Descendo. Potato. Stupefy. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo! Revelio! Bombarda! Confringo! Descendo! Expelliarmus!
We're making quick
Revelio! Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Confringo! Revelio! Expelliarmus! Lumos! Revelio! Lumos! Revelio! Lumos! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Revelio! Protego! Bombarda! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo!
We've
Revelio.
seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Descendo! Confringo!
And a lucky shot!
Accio!
I won't rest.
Bombarda! Expelliarmus!
Rather unwise coming back this. Let me down!
Protego! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! We're not finished yet. It's almost Descendo! Imperial! Confringo! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Accio! Depulso!
We certainly
Revelio! You're not a bad chap, for a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know.
Revelio! Revelio!
Now, we can have a look around in peace.
Confringo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio! Confringo! Revelio!
A rune symbol above the cavern door.
Confringo! Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it. Revelio.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this
Sebastian,
mystery.
I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
Revelio. If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganark was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated.
Revelio.
Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Mornweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. I hope Professor Fitz...
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spintwitches as soon as you can.
Revelio.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
Isn't there something different about that stench?
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way.
It is wonderful to see you back here. Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Revelio. Confringo! Accio! Cabalzo! Lumos! Flipendo! Levioso! Confringo! Bombado! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Revelio!
Let us keep our heads around it.
This looks intriguing. Revelio! Accio! Lumos! Revelio! Revelio! Oh. Repulsor! Revelio! Revelio.
Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Merlin himself would be proud. Revelio. Revelio. Levioso.
The wizards will have no choice but to... Release me!
Levioso.
I'll kill you when I get down from here!
I won't bet. Revelio.
Do you think this is funny?
How childish!
Expelliarmus. Descendo. Confringo. Revelio.
If you're there.
Confringo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus.
I've been fighting.
Levioso. Accio. White. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Descendo.
You can't stop us.
Levioso. Confringo. Descendo. Revelio. 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 Revelio.
One less human to worry about.
What was that? Totalis.
Next time I see Fig or that student...
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Someone out there?
Totalis.
I've always said travel broadens the mind.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Repulsor. Revelio.
Aha! There you are!
Accio. Levioso.
I will have my revenge!
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Descendo.
Someone there?
Revelio. Accio. Depulso. Revelio. Bombarda. Confringo. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Any who oppose Ranrock will be
Get away!
Protego. Descendo. Bombarda. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Levioso. Accio. You only have Ranrock to blame. Revelio. Protego! Past the high wing! Slow down now. There we go. No need to race now, my friend. Slow down now. There we go. Revelio. Confringo. Bombarda. There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there. Revelio. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
It is wonderful to see you back here. Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit...
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Miss...
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Revelio. Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir. I'd like to help.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his request, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job in...
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an orphan. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed...
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering it.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence, but I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But...
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry. With it, I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Aloha, Mora.
Revelio. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Revelio. A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Using that girl as bait, everyone's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
Revelio.
Alive.
Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
Share and share alike, say I. There's Uncle Robin.
I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that. He'll turn on us first chance he gets.
I shan't be having none of your nonsense. Leave me like that again and you'll soon find yourself with now but poachers at your back.
I may go to Hogsmeade later.
they're in some trouble. They need to be reminded that we're still running things.
Extorting desperate gits.
I've heard scent.
Could do worse than hit upon board. Hold your good eye.
Expulso! Potato! Stupid one! Did you hear that? Your guns are at ground. Bombada!
Expulso!
Glacius! Confront! Stupid one! Expelliarmus!
A lucky shot!
Bombada! Expelliarmus! My wand! Glacius! Confringo! You made a great mistake! What have you done? Revelio!
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Bombada! Revelio! Accio! Depulso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Revelio!
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives.
Confringo! Bombada! Expelliarmus!
Expulso!
Potato! Stupefy! Glacius! Revelio! Confringo! Oh! Bombada! Revelio! Revelio!
Natty must be here somewhere. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife.
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot...
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not...
Revelio!
It must be blocked by something.
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. Mr. Rabe's wand! He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay. Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.